saw. Surprise, surprise. This is the G3800 JonCutter. I think the box says that. You should be able to see it. Bam. Anyway, this is one that I have also purchased myself. And then shortly after I had made the purchase, or put the order in, they offered me a JonCutter. And so I'm also getting a 4800 or 4500. So we'll see how that one goes. Different fuel mixing bottle. Manual. Got a toolkit. It even says toolkit. And I did order a bar with this one. And look, they even put in a scabbard. That will be the chain. And this is the power head. So the JonCutters are clones of the Zenoa saws. Zenoa is owned by Husqvarna. Of course, so is Poulan and McCullough and I think maybe Craftsman too. Not 100% sure on that last one. But so this is like one of the little side saw companies for Husqvarna. They're I believe that these are more of a homeowner's saw. At least this particular one is. Their larger saws are supposed to be professional. But this is only a 38cc, comes in just under 10 pounds. I think they list it on the website as a little over 10 pounds, but when I looked it up on Zenoa's site, they say it's a little under 10 pounds. So I might have to pull out a scale and actually weigh it. So those of you that are thinking, oh, it's a Chinese-made saw in a company I've never heard of, how am I going to get parts for it if it breaks? I did a search for Zenoa chainsaw parts on Google, and they're not hard to get. But you're probably going to have to get them off of online, rather than going to a dealer and finding parts for them. And I am sure some parts of this saw will interchange with some of the parts from Husqvarna, assumably. Wow, that's tight. Okay, I got a tool bag. There it goes. Wasn't going to open there. Okay, so it comes with a crushed screwdriver. Oh well, that part's still good. Hey, it comes with a file for the chain. Okay, so first off, let's get the air filter off and take a peek under the hood, so to speak. If I can find something to get the thing off of there. There we go. That screws for a long way. There it goes. So this is a tight screened cartridge, not a flocked screen, just a real fine mesh stuff. And the carburetor has an attachment on it to fit to that, which is fine. I was thinking that there was a cold weather shutter on this, And I think this is it right here, but I don't know how it operates just yet. I'll have to look into that more. So on Zenoa's site, their saws come with limiters on the settings for the carburetor, and I have wonderful news. This does not have limiters on the carburetor, so it may be fully adjusted to your taste. This one's max RPM's 12.5. Its idle is 2,900. I did a little more research on this than I had some of the other saws that I've opened up, because I didn't know a damn thing about it. Alright, let's see here. It's a front tensioner on this one. Although it has a hole in the side for a side tensioner, there's not a screw in there, so it's a front tensioner. It does have a purge bulb on the carburetor. Not real fond of purge bulbs. I guess they serve their purpose. Now the tensioner is on the housing rather than on the saw, so that's actually a little easier to me than trying to reach over here next to that hot muffler when it's running, or when you've had it running. But it comes with a bumper spike, but there was only one screw with it, so I'm going to have to come up with another screw. That's kind of a bummer. Unless that screw just happened to fall off somewhere and I didn't see it. But it does not appear to be the case. So we will forego the bumper spike for now. I'll get it on at a later date. This is a 3/8, supposed to be a 6 tooth. And it looks like it is. That's very similar to the way that the 200 and the 192 do theirs. The oil pump, little plastic thing that pumps the oil, is right inside the sprocket. The sprocket sits into it. A lot of saws are that way. I just happen to know that the 200 and the 192 are that way. Got some compression. Alright, let's put the bar on it and the chain on it. This was one of my choices in a lighter saw for the carvings as well. It's 38 cc's, making about 2 horsepower, 1.9 kilowatts, I guess, for you European folks. And that is a full chisel chain. I thought it would be coming with a semi-chisel. Pardon me, no, it is a semi-chisel. It is a semi-chisel. Semi-chisel chains work better for carving, by the way. They leave a smoother finish on the carving. And so supposedly these run on 25:1 according to Farmertec, but according to Zenoa, they're 50:1. So, you know, if you're using a quality oil, that really doesn't make a whole lot of difference. Okay, so back here on the back, you've got primer bulb for the fuel, there's your choke, and your on-off switch. I like the ones with a single switch that does everything, but this does not have that. Then you've got oil for your chain and gas. They are both attached. This just seems like a weird place for the oil tank. Usually you see them up on the front. And this has an adjustable oiler right there. Boy, I can barely see that guy up in there. I mean, I can really barely see him up in there. There it is. It's already maxed out. So I'm going to leave it like that for now and adjust it as needed. But seems like a pretty solid little saw. I mean, it feels about like the Poulon or the smaller Macolas and stuff. It's got a very similar feel to those. So I'm suspecting this will be a good homeowner saw. But, you know, I'm going to torture it. So we'll find out how good it really is. Well, I guess we'll just take it out, put some gas in it, and start it up. I mean, it's only like, well, it's fairly early here yet. This actually came yesterday evening, and I didn't feel like putting the video together because I had been digging holes for the foundation on my tiny house all day, and was pretty damn wore out. So there will be videos on the tiny house. I just figured a video of me digging holes was not going to be all that thrilling to y'all. But we will get some videos of the tiny house, tiny office, whatever, built. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we got some gas in it. We got some oil in it. And we're going to try and start it for the first time. That's promising. Definitely a saw that you got to kind of let it work its way through the cut. But seems to run okay. About like I would expect a 38cc saw to run. When you try to force it a little bit, it binds up and bogs out. So with its limited power, you want to run it softly, if you will. So anyway, I think we're going to tweak the high on it and see if we can get it to run a little bit better. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, so that was a new chain also. It looks a little loose. I'm going to tighten it up. Alright, let's try that again with the cuts. So, yeah, I'll be curious to see if this thing, as the break-in period passes, if it actually gets a little better. But like I said, it's a 38cc saw, so I wasn't expecting, you know, like what I get out of the big saws. And again, this is the same walnut I was cutting with the G3800. This is old, dry, really hard stuff. Which makes it great for testing saws. But I don't know, it doesn't seem too bad. It just needs a little time to get warmed up and broke in. This is like straight out of the box. It does the job, but it's a little slow. And then again, maybe I'm just spoiled by the bigger saws that go through this thing like butter. So, but there you go, guys. It is so honestly right now, or at least when I checked this morning before I came out to make this video, on their website, this saw is like less than $100. And then you have to buy the bar and chain, which puts it, I think I paid, I want to say it's like right around $130 with the chain and the shipping for the chain and bar. For the chain, the bar, the shipping for that, and then the saw with the free shipping. Of course, they put it all into one box and ship it. So, I don't know. It's still worthwhile because the bar and chain locally would cost me more than $20. It'd be about 25 or 30 for a chain and bar like this. I will be letting you know also what other bars fit it, like if you need to buy a new bar for it locally. So I'm going to find that out, because I'll take this bar off and take it to the store with me and compare it to the others and find out where the oil hole lines up, etc. And I'll let you know on that. And I'll definitely be doing a future review on this one once I've got it broke in. So, but as far as I can tell, it seems like a pretty good little saw. I'll be curious to see how its bigger brother that should be here next week does. It's the 45cc version. So which is the same size as the G255. So eventually I'm going to run those two against each other to see which one does better and how they do, etc. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.